That shit came back to kick him in the ass.
Who?
OJ.
Oh, nigga still got out though.
I mean, they wasn't gonna let OJ walk away from that. Like that. That nigga, they broke that nigga. And they sent that nigga to jail for some circumstantial shit. That nigga went to jail for circumstance.
That's cool. I'd rather go. That nigga murdered 2 people and got away with it.
You ain't got no proof he murdered them people.
You got to deal with the lesser of 2 evils.
They didn't have no DNA he killed them people.
I think they did. I just fucked up. So it's like, where they couldn't. I just move your the wheelchair. I'm back and shit.
That had value.
Yeah, it did though. That's why I had to cut the music. Yeah, that's why I had to cut the music off on that bitch, man. You don't want this shit to be, you feel me? You don't want this shit to be flash, cause we ain't put down on, you know what I'm saying? I don't use wrong one. So then, alright. So don't you gotta hit the, that shit gonna do it on its own.
Don't kill yourself. Don't kill yourself. What is it showing?
It's just showing the in the post shit.
Okay.
Oh yeah, but you got the joint right there though.
Yeah.
Alright, hold on, yeah.
Did it change?
Yeah, it's changing. It got the little blue joint.
Okay. Yeah, that's the warm up. We're getting where we're supposed to be, you know what I'm saying? Set up. Is a tray over there. You know, we might need that trizay. I thought you gave up the shells and shit. When you on the oil?
Yeah. The niggas weren't too consistent with the
keeping it stop.
Yeah.
You said with the pins and shit?
Yeah, like the one dude I was dealing with, he had them for 25. Then he went up to 30. Then he just started coming around. But then I had another nigga that had some fire ass pins, but he was charging 50.
He was charging 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, but still, you know, they so now it's like, Michigan, like with like
recreational.
Yeah. And it's like a lot of that leeway gonna be in the motherfucking dispensaries and shit. I think that's how niggas was coming up with these pens. But these pens supposedly supposed to be in the city anyway, supposedly. Cause that shit passed, I think, what was that, like last year or something like that. Supposedly though, I still ain't really, you know what I mean? Like I ain't really like, you know, I don't really trust that shit. Like,
you don't know what.
Especially in Ohio, nigga. Nigga, fuck it. I can't trust shit in Ohio, nigga. We on the law to the catches.
Shit, that fight for 15, they got enough votes to
Yeah,
that shit.
They
just took
bro.
that whole bill and threw it away. How y'all? They had to have a certain amount of votes. They got people to get out there, do all that polling, and do all the voting for it. They voted for it, then they just took the whole bill, just threw it away. Like, no, so what? It don't really make no difference. That's what Ohio do. But back to what's up? We about to
Yeah, we about to get this shit going.
Yeah, we about to get this shit going.
Cause he got some new shit going on. See, he got this shit under control.
It's
under control.
Come on,
this shit control.
Go ahead and talk to the camera.
Hey, this shit control atmosphere right now.
I need to light this shit up.
Hey, this shit a control atmosphere. What the fuck going on? Damn, that shit still what's the name though, man. Yeah,
It's gonna change.
Alright, nigga. We gonna see. I'm chilling. I'm
There's
watching.
on a little bit of lag. You know, we got a
15-second lag. I understand that.
there's 3 people watching. Y'all watch the blue screen. Y'all see it.
Man, dude. I'm watching all brother niggas, nigga. Let's watch this shit. Alright, let's fuck this shit. Damn, that shit still what's the name though, man. Yeah, nigga. I'm trying to. Alright, nigga. I'm chilling. 15-second lag. I understand that. There's 3 people watching. Y'all watch the blue screen. Y'all see it.
You rolling?
Yeah, we rolling, but it's like, we walking through the locker room or something. He got niggas walking through the locker room.
Oh, that's Lifetime Fitness.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what it looked like though. I I ain't even gonna fake it to you, like, you feel me? I ain't even gonna fake it though. Look at this joint. Look how he got. Look at how
right
you see how he. You see how he got niggas, man. And this shit is nice. Alright, now what?
Is it showing?
Is it showing up there?
Yeah.
As long as it's showing up there, we good. Like, that shit gonna come. There you go. See what I'm saying?
I know that.
As long as it's showing good out there, nigga, we good, nigga. Alright,
Man, this smell fruity.
But you know, I don't fuck with no bullshit.
If I had my little terrorist live with me, I would fuck with some better shit. They'd be like, I'll beat their ass.
Yeah, that shit costly, man. That shit a little costly
Right.
situation for
You
niggas
gotta
to be blowing it.
Yeah, you gonna be blowing my fucking eye. You gonna sit your ass down somewhere. Stop asking for shit.
I ain't gonna lie. That's how niggas was on that little supervisor shit. The Indians and shit. Niggas come in that bitch on 2. Man, it's like, as soon as I'm in that bitch 30 minutes, nigga, it's a wrap. I'm with this bitch like I ain't smoke shit. And I'm like, damn, man, this shit is beyond me. That's why niggas need, at that time, niggas needed them pins and shit. I went outside and hit a pin, nigga. I hit a pin on the moving around shit. I ain't, you know what I mean? That's just that pulling that blood out shit. That shit be, you know what I'm saying, put too much
Yeah,
to
I like it because it's discreet and shit. That's how I am.
What's good, y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's your man Hollywood. Jack, you know what I'm saying, a.k.a. Hollywood Sharp. To my left, we got the new man on campus. You know what I'm saying? He the fact checker.
This cat ain't blue, bro.
Y'all, with the new nigga.
I'm not gonna let that ride, because if y'all cats be watching this, man, me and this cat be going at it every show. So I mean, you niggas know who this guy is. You know who he is. You already know.
Oh, go ahead. You tell him who you is.
I'm Cleveland's favorite asshole. I'm Jesus 216. Somewhat like family. Only because I don't, you know, they don't consider me family because I don't like none of these Cleveland teams.
This is my guy, though, man. Don't get it confused. I fuck with you.
Appreciate the hospitality too.
Go ahead.
You already know what it is, man. Chase Bettis, man. BK, Gab in the building, man. Low Kid, OG. Paraphernalia in this video, you know what's going on, man. Same shit, man. Can't call it. So what's up with you, Dan?
Okay, you know what I'm saying? We was gonna try some new shit. What's gonna be the topic?
Listen, Dan, this all I'm saying to you, man. You said 4, they got 4. You gotta watch the rest of the season. That's all I'm
Okay,
saying.
okay, I'm
They
gonna
got
start
4.
watching the game.
They got 4, nigga, for you. They
Okay.
got 4 for you, bro.
Oh, you said after 4 you was gonna start
Yeah,
watching?
they gotta win at least 4 games for you to pay attention.
They
You know
got
what I'm
4,
saying?
bro.
You know, I'm on the hiatus for the football, the way the whole NFL acting with all this behind. That ain't got shit to do with football shit.
But I mean,
Yeah.
I think they kind of got that shit kind of on the back burner this season. Like you hip to the one thing. You hip to how at first they was hitting niggas with all these penalties, 15-yard penalties and shit for celebrating. But now they started to let niggas celebrate a little bit more.
Yeah.
I'm starting to see hella celebrate. They did this hella shit. Like what the dude from Seattle did the step over Iverson stepping over Ty Lue. They did the fucking the limbo and shit. Niggas was turned up this weekend.
So the Browns, you know what I'm saying, was a lost cause last season, which made me not want to watch nothing at all, period. So they had to give me at least 4 games just because they won a game. They could have won a game last year, so they got 4, so I'm going to have to start watching. And it's good I get to watch some of this football before because I was going to watch it when the playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Fuck all the bullshit. We about to just get straight into it, man. Fuck all the bullshit. So after Sunday, right? So basically, the Browns still a bottom 3 team in the NFL. They still a bottom 3 team in the AFC. The Browns.
Sadly, but
They still there? What? So they're there before the Jaguars is there. They there before the motherfucking but the Jaguars they just tanked out. They threw shit. Who else AFC that's like wait?
they ain't worse than the Raiders.
Oh yeah, the Raiders.
The Raiders they chalked up for the fact that they got rid of the bulk of their talent.
Yeah.
They let Khalil Mack go. They let Amari Cooper go. They ain't really giving Marshawn. That just touches like they were supposed to originally. Them niggas Who else? The Jets, I guess.
Yeah, it's Jets for real. But see, that's the thing. Bengals 5-5, but the Bengals ain't really. Bengals fuck around losing the Browns twice.
Possibly, maybe, who knows? I want to see how the Browns come looking down the stretch. A win is a win, I ain't gonna lie, but the Falcons was trending down when they beat them. The Bengals was trending down when they beat them. They both injury riddled.
They about to get smacked. I ain't gonna lie to you. They about to get smacked Sunday. They play the Texans, and they on the way up. They about to get smacked.
The Texans been playing some good ball.
They about to smack the Browns. I already see that. But see, the team that I like, Cam Newton, the Panthers, they trended down. That's a game that we can win at the crib. We can fuck around 6-7 wins, like I said at the beginning of the year. I don't see the Browns going from 0-16 to fucking playoffs. Like, that shit dead. I think Baker Mayfield is solid. I think they get another receiver over there. They might be all right.
I feel like they get 1 or 2 more games for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
They might get Cincy. They might get Carolina. I'm cool. They get Cincy. They get Carolina. Because Carolina kind of, they offense sputter. You know what I mean? They defense always solid, but sometimes they offense stall out. So if they could, stop them niggas a couple times, get a few possessions to where they get an extra, move the field position in the right way, they might be able to take advantage of that. But yeah, I can't see the Bengals is they one of them teams where you just like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah. Like what's wrong with them? Like
yeah.
they've been looking like this for a long time, bro. And it's like I got cats from Cincinnati and shit. You know what I mean? They be talking that shit. The Browns trash. I ain't gonna sit here and tell you that the Browns is good. I feel like they trended upward from last season. Last season, niggas already know how I was giving it up. That shit was horrible. Like niggas over here celebrating this shit. Like I was fed up though. So from last year to this year is a vast improvement. I'll give them that. It's worth watching. Some of these games worth watching, bro. You feel what I'm saying? It's just funny that you got Hugh Jackson. Hugh Jackson gonna fuck around and end up being the coach for Cincinnati. I guarantee it.
And Marvin Lewis head out, and I think that's really one of the reasons why he hired him over there.
Yeah.
Get him in there.
Get him in their heads. Gotta get the trip. Gotta get the transition a little easier. Because Marvin Lewis, at the end of the day, DJ, if the Bengals listen though, this is all about this. The Bengals win a playoff game. That's all pure luck. If they end up get to the playoffs to win a playoff game, that's the only way I see Marvin Lewis being the coach for the Bengals next season. It's gonna be Hugh Jackson.
I feel like he would get a fair shot if he do get with the niggas.
Yeah, he'll get a better shot than he got with us. I'll tell you that.
Cause I mean, that's one of them jobs where you like. Nigga work on commission-based shit. They be like, yeah, you can make up to 100,000, 200,000, but they don't tell you that you bottom out at 15,000. You know what I mean? So it's like he had incentives. You know what I mean? He had a contract, and then shit. I ain't mad at the nigga. I would have left and went to Cincy too. Y'all paying me, and these niggas paying me, and I'm still in football, like doing my coaching shit. That nigga ain't lose. That nigga ain't lose one bit.
He lose nothing.
I ain't really mad at Hugh Jackson, but the only thing I can say is, if we do take over the Bengals, he'll have a better situation than he had in Cleveland. You got really a little bit more of a foundation to build off of in Cincinnati. The quarterback decent. Wide receiver top 5. Wide receiver top 5 though.
Yeah.
AJ Green top 5.
Quarterback not decent.
They can use another quarterback. But see, in the draft, especially coming out the next 2 years, like who coming out the draft that's gonna save something?
Old boy from West Virginia, alright. I'm high right now, I can't think of his name.
Cause I ain't really, you know what I'm saying? Cause niggas
He a Heisman candidate though.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I can't remember dude's name.
Nah, I can, but I can't.
I can't remember dude's name either. I know exactly who we talk about. Cause they either talk about him or they talk about the quarterback from Alabama and shit.
Oklahoma got a nice quarterback.
Yeah. Yeah,
but,
they do that one too.
I don't know. Dalton, I feel like he hit his ceiling.
Yeah. I feel like that too, bro. Dalton ain't all that, but Dalton is a little bit. See, that's the whole difference, though. Having an Andy Dalton in a situation where you feel like, okay, we got somebody, but we still got to move, is a whole different situation than not having no type of nothing. You feel me? Even the people y'all draft, minus this nigga Baker, man. Real talk. Everybody else who that came in there who done tried, you got Cody Kessler. I think Cody Kessler, I heard his name like yesterday. I think he's starting against
Jacksonville.
Yeah. Like so you know they going down. They're about to lose again. They might as well go be 3-13. They done went. That's the crazy thing is that's who the Jaguars is. 3-13. In my eyes, though, I liked them last year. I liked it the way, you know what I'm saying, Ramsey was talking shit. They was backing it up.
Yeah, he was good, but it was different though. Like I said, that was a fluke. I ain't gonna say fluke because fluke like never happened again type shit. But them niggas they had a good year and they benefited off Deshaun Watson being injured.
Yeah.
If he don't go out with that injury, that division is a whole different ball game. They might have went to the playoffs, but they might have went as a wild card instead of a division leader. So, you know what I mean, when you got a couple home games, you got some momentum going, you playing a little bit different than you would, you know what I mean?
Yeah, just fresh going straight to the road.
Going to somebody's crib, having to play, not having no experience, you know what I mean? Then that nigga Bortles, sometimes he play fantastic, and then most of the times he play like trash. Like, even if they find that nigga to get like a happy median and just play even kill, he could be like a Joe Flacco, I can't even say that, like Rich Gannon, Joe Flacco type nigga. But even then, like every quarterback that won the Super Bowl went on a crazy ass run in the postseason. I don't see Bortles going on a crazy enough run to win them niggas a Super Bowl.
He ain't gonna be on no crazy enough run to get motherfuckers pass a division round. Like,
if Fournette wasn't hurt though this year, they would have been.
Their whole season fucked up a little bit.
They would have been a different team. They probably would be. What are they? 3-8. They'd probably be like 5-6.
No lie, man. I ain't like the fact. I'm telling you, I'm still gonna go back to that shit against the Patriots. I ain't like the fact that how you up by just 7 on the Patriots. You think y'all won something? Niggas start playing conservative. Y'all only up by 7 on the fucking Patriots. Like what? 7? Man,
if you
playoffs
Patriots,
though?
you need to get as many points as you can get.
Yes, you cannot let up on no fucking Patriots though. If you got the Patriots against the ropes, you gotta keep swinging punches, bro. Hit or miss.
What can happen?
Hit or miss, bro. If it was a situation, right, I ain't gonna lie to you. It was a situation where that game went differently. Niggas threw a pick. He threw a pick 6, right? Blake Bortles threw a pick 6, game over or some shit like that. I'm like, all right, let's fight with the niggas. I just ain't like the fact that y'all whatever, man. It just shows like you pull some shit like that in the playoffs, then y'all go back to the following season, y'all don't show up a little bit. I feel like it's not like the Eagles. The Eagles going through a lot of injuries and shit. Eagles got a lot of injuries on defensive end. That's why
they flipped up too though. I ain't gonna lie to you.
But they could still fuck around and be fucking 7-5, like 7 and they could be like 7-3 right now. For real, a couple games could have went opposite ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like they still could fuck around and win the NFC East. Like, it ain't like, I mean, but see, the only thing about that is, as much as I don't like the Cowboys for real, if the Cowboys just play the right way, keep giving Zeke the ball, and then come and play action, you got fucking Amari Cooper. Nigga, the Cowboys, they got the best defense in that division, and they got 2 of the best playmakers in the division, bro. For real, like, and the nigga Zeke and fucking Cooper though. They 2 of the best playmakers in their division. I'm talking about their division. Like, it ain't really who the playmakers on motherfucking Philly this season compared to last season. They still got Aguilar, but I don't really see no other playmakers over there. Like, you know what I'm saying? You just went down. The boy Alex Smith just went down with the Redskins. So the Redskins got AP and shit.
Jordan Reed, AP. They got some weapons though in Washington.
But AP is like way past his prime, bruh. AP, I don't see AP giving no 80. I don't see AP giving you no 80.
No.
Going past what you said.
I don't see him no 80 yards in no playoff game.
80? I mean,
I think you gonna need that.
Tell that boy to pay me $500 to get that car.
That's 80 is a good number though.
They need like the Redskins. They got a good enough defense too. The Redskins defense is decent too. I ain't trying to knock the Redskins, but I just feel like right now it's the NFC is so fluky. It's a Cowboy. It could be a Cowboy.
The Giants trash, but I feel like they got the better of the two playmakers with Zeke and Barkley. I mean, Odell and Barkley.
Yeah, I like them too, but they just but I feel like they just too. This season a wash. I feel like they gotta move past.
Shit, they was trending up though. They had won a few games.
Yeah, they still gotta move past Eli though, bro. They can't.
But they let him go when they was talking that let him
They
go.
gotta move past Eli.
Shit, if they would have got a QB, they would have missed on Barkley.
Yeah, and they need to.
So they could move on past him this year.
Yeah, they need to move on past Eli somehow. But shit, though, I mean, like I'm saying, like Browns, I don't know. Browns gonna be alright though, man. I ain't looking up for no playoffs and nothing like that. Everybody chill out. You know what I'm saying? Browns won 4 games. I'm just trying to get them 6 games so I can win this little bet I got going on and shit. You know what I'm saying? Because I already said 6 games. I wasn't trying to go crazy and shit. But all right. So now we was on the AFC with the Browns and shit. The Texans won 8 in a row. I already know how you feel about the Patriots. I ain't even about to get into that right now. But what I want to know is, at this point, who you think gonna be in the AFC Championship game? Do you think it's gonna be the Patriots and the Chiefs, or the Patriots and the Texans though?
Neither one of them.
Who gonna be the Steelers?
Mm-hmm. Depending on the draws.
The
Chiefs and the Texans, the two my least favorites. Like not as far as likability, but as far as going to the AFC Championship.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like niggas could bang with the Texans and niggas could bang with the Chiefs. The Chargers could bang with the Chiefs. The Patriots could bang with the Chiefs. The Steelers could bang with the Chiefs. And all them niggas have more experience than the Chiefs. So between the Patriots, the Steelers, and the Chargers, granted there's only 8 teams in the playoffs, so I mean that's saying a lot. But out of them 3 teams, I feel like it's gonna be 2 of them depending on how the matchups fall. I feel like it's gonna be 2 of them 3. I feel like the Chiefs good, but Mahomes, every time he plays somebody that's just as good, he falls under pressure.
I mean, but he still had decent games. Like it's not like these games to where he just throws hella picks and then they just get blown out. Like in the Patriots game and in the Rams game, it's like he still get touchdowns. They still got weapons though.
An L is an L to me though. Like,
yeah, that's a fact.
My nigga Tom lost the Super Bowl. He set records, but he still fucking lost. Like you gotta win.
Yeah, win is what matters in football.
Yeah, but see, at this point though, off of what you said, DJ, at this point, how I really feel though, I just threw that question out there, throw it out there. The team that should be in the AFC Championship against the Patriots, hands down, is the Chargers. But with the injury to the dude Gordon last week, I don't know how long he's gonna be out. If Gordon is out for the playoffs, then it's looking slow.
I don't think he'll be out for the playoffs.
I hope not.
He'll be out for a nice stretch, but I think he'll be back for the offs. And quiet as kept, niggas need to still watch out for Denver. Like that AFC West, that whole division, with the exception of the Raiders, is solid. Like the Chiefs got the most. I don't even know though. That nigga Phillip Rivers that nigga go out there with whatever. Like that's one of the QBs that no matter what he do, no matter what he got in front of him, he still go out there and play. That nigga, he had one healthy season with all his weapons, and that was when they went to the AFC Championship back in 2008, 2009.
Yeah.
That nigga always performed good. So I feel like them niggas, they got big play capability, and they're a little bit more stout on defense than Kansas City.
Well, they got defensively, Kansas City ain't really. They got Houston though over there, but as far as like you could throw on them, you could run on them. You feel me? Like the Chiefs ain't really scaring nobody. The Chiefs gonna try to outscore you.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
I ain't too high on them.
I feel you.
Yeah, teams like that don't really. They look good during the regular season, but when they come down to it,
when the possession slow down.
You can't hold that ball. You need to learn how to time it. Okay, it's quarterbacks that probably could have been throwing touchdowns down the field every play if they had a fast enough receiver to get under them. But that's not good football because you get them immediately a chance to get the ball back. You need to hold that ball as long as you possibly can.
I agree with you, especially in playoff football. Speaking of that, how many passes we gonna get this nigga Aaron Rodgers?
Sure, not so many more, bro. I think his passes is running out.
Like,
To be honest with you, I at this point, you know what I'm saying, seen him overthrow that pass and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that game was kind of like, I'm just like another one though. You feel me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, man, he can make the throws.
that's it.
And that's pretty much. And at this point, it's like that's about it. Until something gonna have to shake, whether they put pieces around him, whether he go to another team, whether the coach gets let go, they switch coaches around. Something gonna have to change. It's gonna have to be a wholesale change over there. There's gonna have to be a lot of wholesale changes over there because if a nigga is quote unquote considered as one of the greatest quarterbacks and niggas have been one of the greatest quarterbacks in niggas' mouths for the past like 5 years, pause, then it's like, what the fuck? Like, Aaron Rodgers, when the last time he was in the playoffs? Last time he was in the playoffs, for real, I ain't gonna lie to you. He got saved off the little Dez Bryant shit. That was a fucking catch.
Yeah.
That was a motherfucking catch. He got saved off that shit. Or he would have lost it. They would have lost that game.
I think he don't do enough for me to be considered a great. He don't do enough.
Yeah.
Like the nigga, everybody. I mean, and of course, like if it's one of your favorite players, you're gonna have a little bit of bias and shit. I understand that, but nigga, everybody do it. Phillip Rivers do it with less. Brady do it with less. Breeze do it with less. Everybody do it with less. But this nigga get every built-in excuse is the coach. He don't got no defense. He don't got no running back. His receivers injured. Like this nigga had more Pro Bowl receivers than Brady in the past. What, since 08, 09, since he won that Super Bowl in 2010? Like the nigga has Devontae Adams, Randall Cobb, had Jordy Nelson. Like, Jordy Nelson ain't shit now, but when he was playing for them niggas, he was balling. You know what I mean? Devontae Adams balling. He got Jimmy Graham now.
But Jimmy Graham don't be doing shit over there. I don't barely see him pass that nigga the ball in there. That nigga good.
That nigga had to touch who they played last week when he broke his thumb. Was it Seattle? They ended up
they lost in the little field goal.
You know what I mean? So nigga Russell Wilson doing more with less.
Yeah.
Niggas were talking about Seattle being the Legion of Boom for years and he was a game manager and this is that and the third. This nigga don't got one of them niggas on the squad from the defense and he's still balling. Coming back, just came back against the Panthers. Came back against the Packers. Like that nigga with one solid receiver. The rest of them niggas ain't really all that. So I'm just tired of build in excuses for this nigga.
But at this point, it's like the excuses is over with. Like niggas don't be having. See, that's the thing though. If niggas watch some shit, and if somebody is like a particular fan of a nigga, certain times niggas gonna be a little biased with the way they see the shit. It's gonna take a motherfucker to see it over and over. You see what I'm saying? Like at this point, right? Like not to go too much off update, but even with LeBron, as much as I fuck with LeBron, I'm not gonna sit here and try to argue certain shit that I know is fact. I know LeBron can't hit free throws. LeBron's scared of the free throw line. LeBron shoots pull back threes and jumpers because of that. He loses games because of that.
Going right.
You feel what I'm saying? Like this happens continuously.
But
you feel me? From team to team. Like, so I can't. So if a nigga want to throw at me like, yeah, but LeBron can't do such and such and such, you're right.
At least Brian get him there. Rodgers ain't even getting them niggas there no more.
Yeah, he ain't get the man. See, real talk. When the last time he been in the playoffs, bro? That's what I'm saying. Like that shit was crazy. I was remember reading this bitch talking. I'm like, yeah, man. Da, 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 da. Last year, I'm like, yeah, da, 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 da. I want to see Aaron Rodgers and motherfucking Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. Da, 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 da. I don't even think the motherfucker even got to the playoffs that year. I don't believe. And if they did, they lost in the first round. It was easy for guys.
I think he went out for that injury. He was out that shoulder injury last year. I think he missed a good 10 games. I think the niggas ended up being like 5 and something or 6 and something.
Yeah. That shit, they might fuck around me 7 or something this year.
So what's your top 3 NFC teams?
Top 3 NFC. Shit, right now, man, I might have to, you know what I'm saying, still rolling with the Rams at all. You know what I'm saying, still rolling with the Rams.
Is number one or just no particular?
I'm just no particular order right now, man, because I'm high as shit. The Rams up there, you know the Saints, and real talk is like the Bears. I like the Bears a lot now. The Bears defense is really, that's like really something I'm really watching though. You see what I'm saying? Me personally, I like Cam Newton. Cam Newton damn near completing over 70% of his passes right now. Like 70, like 69 something. Right now, I looked it up before you had came over here, shit. Like, because we was looking at like Tom Brady's numbers and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like how I feel like they're a little down than other years. That's all I'm saying. Like I'm not trying to say that the nigga just like it's just down. Like I'm used to seeing Tom Brady just obliterate everybody, and now it's like he a little vulnerable a little bit. Not to say that he's not still the greatest quarterback to do the shit. You feel what I'm saying? He a little vulnerable this season compared to other seasons. He wasn't this vulnerable last year.
Yeah, but that's the part that you're scared of opposition. This nigga numbers is down, and they still 8-3. With a nice little stretch, they could still be a 2 seed.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Possible 1 seed.
That's the whole thing. Kansas City can't fuck up. For real, Kansas City can't fuck up. And then on the flip, Pittsburgh is when you say Pittsburgh versus the Patriots, right? And this is how that shit could even be possible. Pittsburgh played the Patriots, I think, in 2 weeks.
On the week of the 6th, 9th.
They have the Steelers must win that game, bro. If the Steelers were to do anything, bro, right? And they're going to have to end up playing the Patriots to get to one of these teams. They're going to have to get the Patriots to a point where whatever happens is going to have to be on Heinz Field. It can't be at Foxborough if you want if the Steelers can fuck around and win. If that shit at Foxborough, I don't give a fuck what happens. They're losing, bro. Because I don't like Ben Roethlisberger's decision making sometimes when it's on the line. His decision making sometimes to me just be crazy. But Ben Roethlisberger is still, you know what I'm saying? He champion, bro. You know what I'm saying? But he can fuck a game up though. Like Ben Roethlisberger could fuck a game up, bro.
You gotta live with it. Tell you like he a modern day Brett Favre for real. That nigga gonna throw you in games. He gonna throw you out of games.
Yeah.
But you still want the ball in his hand.
Yeah, because the shit that he can do.
Right.
You want him to do that shit.
Right. Especially with them weapons. Everybody talk about the Chiefs, the Rams, all them. Like, I still don't feel like nobody got more weapons than Pittsburgh.
But see, that's the whole thing. I think when it's all said and done, Connor ain't Bell, bro.
He not, but I mean, it ain't been no.
And I think that shit might show itself in the playoffs. It might. But if it don't show itself in the playoffs, you're right. They do got the more weapons. You got AB, you got Juju, and you got the boy Connor. Connor get in too.
And Vance McDonald.
Yeah, they got the pieces. Though I give you that. I don't like Roethlisberger decision making, and I feel like Connor ain't Bell. If they had a healthy Bell in there, then I'd be like, ooh. Especially, you know what I'm saying, like Tom Brady a little vulnerable in it, like. It can, you know what I'm saying? I don't like the Steelers, but it can happen.
But you got to think about Connor coming in. That nigga just knew he had a role to fill. Yeah. He ain't had no ego. He ain't had to have no certain amount of touches. He ain't need the ball that many times. And that could play into Pittsburgh's favor too. Because sometimes you got to force feed Bill. Sometimes you got to give him a certain amount of touches. You know what I mean? To, you know.
Productivity.
Yeah, and to feed the nigga ego. Like, this nigga sat out a whole season and missed out on what? 15 mil, 17 mil?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck how mad I am, nigga. I'm not missing my bread. I'll be, nigga, my supervisor could be all types of bitches, but I'm coming to work. You know what I mean? Like, so this nigga sat out a whole season to prove a point.
He proved his point?
At this point, no, he didn't. That's the bad part.
Okay.
That's the terrible part. Like, all right, well, y'all niggas need me, or I'm valuable this, I'm valuable that, and they plug a nigga in, and he's doing just as good, if not better. A nigga ain't, to me, he ain't proved his point. You know what I mean? It could be a fluke year.
You just set that other dude up. You just set him up.
It could be a fluke year, but shit.
That's not a sport that you do that in. You can't, because you are always ready to be replaced.
Exactly.
It's 4 people on your team that probably can play that position. One of them probably don't even play that position, but just because they probably played it in high school, they probably played it in college. We need you to switch and play this position.
Yeah, field is in for a minute. Then you got so many niggas looking at Brown and Juju.
Yeah.
You could come, you know what I mean? You could fuck around and finesse your way into 80 or 100 yards from scrimmage a game. From, oh, we expecting you to pass it, oh, we gonna do a little draw. We gonna do an inside zone. We gonna hand that bitch off. We gonna dump that bitch off to you in the flat. You gonna get 12, 15. By the time you look up, this nigga got 120 yards.
Yeah.
On some nigga, I ain't even realize it.
That's what nobody paying no attention to.
So it's gonna be tough. I'm waiting. The weather done got cold. We done got some snow now, so this is when football really starts.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, so shit, your top 3 NFC teams then.
I'm going Saints, Rams, and Vikings. Just based off of quarterback play from the Vikings. I feel like Trubisky done had a phenomenal year. His coach calling some plays and doing some shit for him that, you know, making him look like he a little bit better than he has been in years past. The defense, lights out. Them niggas they gonna get pressure. They gonna get you some turnovers. But I just feel like Minnesota defense just as good. They're gonna get you turnovers. Rose looked like he pulled his hamstring the other night though, so we're gonna see how that injury play out. Cause that's a shutdown corner. If he out, that change a lot of shit. But I'm going Saints, Rams, Vikings, in that like 1, 2, 3 in that order. With the Bears like right behind.
Yeah, I wrote the Bears on the 3rd, so it's kind of similar though, because it's the Saints like looking like Drew Brees about to be back in the Super Bowl. To me, like the Saints look like they got just enough defense that they definitely got the offense, bro. Like we was looking up the numbers. This nigga Drew Brees down there competing almost damn near 80% of his passes, bro.
That nigga,
Like
that nigga's amazing.
Drew Brees crazy, bro.
Yeah.
That nigga amazing. But the Saints defense though, they defense more. I ain't gonna say I'm gonna say opportunistic.
Yeah.
They defense a little more opportunistic than the Rams. The Rams gonna give up some points. They gonna, you know what I mean, give up some yards, which is crazy considering all the names that they got on their defense.
But the boy Talit, he ain't been healthy the whole year though.
Yeah, so I mean, when he get back, will he be good? Will he be able to be tested? But I watched him play. That nigga is a great corner, but he like to anticipate too much. So if you hit him with a couple double moves, you get in his head, he gonna be fucked up. And playing against like the Rams, no wait, he played for the Rams. I'm sorry. Playing against the Saints, even against the Vikings, them niggas got Thielen and Diggs. Them two fire ass receivers. You know what I mean?
Head fakes and shit.
Yeah.
Dip on him.
Out and ups, any type of double move type combo, he either gonna hold you, or you gonna get that, or he gonna get toasted. Like I used to hate that shit when he played for New England. Like he was a hell of a corner, but a nigga have his lapses and shit. So that's why I feel like the Rams is cool, but to have all them big name niggas on your defense and your defense ain't doing what it's supposed to do is kind of questionable.
Man, they had to choose over stars or opportunist defense. I want the opportunists.
Yeah.
I want you to try to get what you can get.
That's how you gonna change. That's shit like that changes games, bro.
Shake these niggas up, keep them moving, keep them off of their step. They got a plan. Whatever their plan is, fuck that up.
Shit change games, bro.
Disrupt all of that. Cause as much confusion in they line, they quarterback, they timing, close them holes they trying to open, all of that.
Yeah. And that's my thing. The Saints is dropping 40 and 50s on niggas while holding them niggas to 7, 14, 10, 17 at the most. The Rams outscoring niggas, but they still giving up 25, 30, 50. Hell, granted the Chiefs are good offense, but y'all niggas gave up 50 fucking points and like 600, 500 yards. Then the week before that, they gave up, what was it, like 600 yards to, what the fuck did they play the week before that?
Okay, I know they gave up. I know the Browns had like damn near 300-400 yards against some niggas. The Browns had like 400 yards against some niggas. Like shit, Baker, I think he threw 2 TDs. He threw a pick or some shit like that. Like Baker, like 260, some shit like that.
That's what I'm saying, y'all. Like, y'all can't be. Granted, the Patriots give up lots of yards. Them niggas don't give up points. They got that bend but don't break, but that shit get annoying too.
Yeah, but I'm just like shit. As long as if Tom Brady gonna be masterful, that's how y'all gonna prevail at this point.
Shit, we ain't like I ain't gonna say we don't need Tom, but this year Tom ain't been masterful and we still at 8-3. That's why I'm telling niggas like that should really scare niggas. Like we gotta run a game.
I just gotta put Michael's back in.
We got the defense doing what they do when they're supposed to do it. They still ain't good to me, but
That defense be suspect anyway.
I ain't gonna lie, man. You put the Patriots on the road this year, bro. You might not like what you see on the other end of the playoff side. I'm just leave it at that. If they get that home field advantage, they get that 1-2
my thing is if who home they going to where I wouldn't want to see it. Mahomes, that don't scare me. He ain't never been there.
But I'm just saying, like
the Texans, they don't scare me ever.
Phillip Rivers.
Phillip Rivers don't scare me on the road. The only team that really scare me on the road is Pittsburgh.
Yeah, they could come in Pittsburgh and get smacked.
Pittsburgh, the only team that scared me because the only thing that niggas really forget about the Patriots is they're the best team that adjusts from week to week. They might come out and pass for 500 yards one week, and the next week they run that bitch down your throat 45 times for 235 yards. They slow the game down and take you away from what you want to do.
Because you're trying to wait for that high power shit.
If they play the Chargers, Bosa and Ingram, they go, yeah, y'all got a nice little pass rush. That's what we gonna do. We gonna come out, we gonna run tempo, no huddle. Y'all niggas ain't used to playing every snap. Offensive linemen used to playing every snap. Defensive linemen, y'all niggas gonna wear out. Y'all gonna get tired. Y'all gonna have to rotate niggas in. And the nigga Corey Legit, they nose tackle, he out for the season. So that changed their defense. You know what I mean? That changed the Chargers defense. So the only matchup that really give me problems, I feel like, is the Steelers. Kansas City high powered offense, but we'll figure we already beat them niggas.
They have to come up with the defense to stop pretty much. It's just that's what it is. He got defensive schemes to stop people's shit.
Yup. And he might not stop them all game, but when they need that one timely or two timely stops, they gonna get that stop they need to change the field position or change the course of the game. My thing is, in the past, the Patriots couldn't grind the game out. Now I feel like they could grind the game out. They don't want it ugly. They don't want it convincingly. All they win is who they blow out. They only blew a few teams, though.
Yeah, they really blew out too many teams.
That's what I'm saying. So they done been grinding it out this year. They grinded out against the Jets this past week. Buffalo was a wide margin, but they grinded that game out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Definitely did.
They got to preserve time. Shit, if they hold them to the playoffs, and then he got to light it up. Cool. If not, cool. Sure. I ain't really too high on the Chiefs because them niggas still got Andy Reid. That nigga, he a nigga common denominator. That nigga was up 45 to what, 15 or 45 to 20 something, and let the coach come back.
Yeah, Andy Reid be getting played, bro. Andy Reid be getting played, at the end of the day, I ain't gonna play. But shit, man. We just like we got this NFL shit going on, man. Shit, everything. Just another question I want to ask you before we switch to the association and shit. This is one question I want to ask you about. Let me look this shit up real quick. Seen this shit this morning, man.
Who the Browns next game against?
The Texans.
Texans.
It was a news thing.
The Texans gonna smack the Browns.
That's how I look at it, man.
That gotta be the first game I watch.
I don't think they're gonna smack them. I think it'll be a close game for the first
quarter.
No, I said for like the first half.
I just feel like the Browns sometimes they still be doing their own things too much. They give up the big play too. They too susceptible to the big play. You could get the big play off on the Browns, bro. You feel me? Like the big play in my eyes is like, all right, you get them at a third and 7, some shit like that. 3rd and 7. They give up 30, 40 yards.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? That's something that they constantly do on a consistent basis.
3rd and 7, you could.
Yeah, and they give up like 30, 40 yard, 30, 40 yard pass play, little drop off some little bullshit, or it happened like that. Too consistently for the past like few years. Like really, this has been like a recurring thing.
They're like,
you know what I'm saying?
punching plays. They're like, wait, take the air out of the drive and the team for real for the rest of the game.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. That's the Browns. That's these new Browns.
All right, yeah. But it is about the association. All right. So this nigga, they talking about this nigga James Harden, 54 that he hit last night.
54.
James Harden hit 54 last night.
54 and 10 against
the Wizards.
Bill and Wall. And it went in overtime.
And Aaron Gordon damn near had 40 points. Who wins that game, man? I ain't gonna tell you who wins that game though. Just off we talk about that.
The Wizards won in overtime.
Yeah.
I ain't know Gordon would offer for almost 40 though.
Yeah, he got 39. He had 39. I was looking at the box score like 39. God damn. That nigga was
How
balling.
many he hit?
So
How many James Harden hit?
54.
54 and they still lost.
Yeah.
That's that Trevor Ariza Bayern Mute factor. You lose one of your better defenders and then you replace a nigga with Melo. Melo, my nigga, still.
That might have been that wasn't a good move, but see, the whole move is at the end of the day, man, they gonna have to make a play. What is they gonna do?
Lose to the Warriors again.
They not. See, that's the thing about Houston, bro. Like at this point, bro, I'm gonna tell you, like defensively, they garbage right now. They garbage defensively.
Yeah, they bad. They real bad.
And it's like teams like the Pelicans. Not really. I still don't really. Portland. I fuck with Portland, but it's like, I don't know about them in the playoffs, bro. Portland in the playoffs to me just maybe it just don't. I don't see it. You feel me? I see Houston kind of taking a step back for real, like, and I'm talking about a step back like maybe losing in the second round, and then they don't try to make a move, get something else going on as far as their bench is concerned.
Depending on where they play, I can't see them losing to too many teams though. That's why I really don't like the NBA, because this shit is a whole bunch of watered down ass bullshit. Cut the season in half. Take the top 16 teams, regardless of conference, and match them niggas up.
Yeah, let them niggas play out.
Cause it's like, nigga, the season started in October now, or like mid-October now. Playoffs don't start till like May. You could lose a game by 20 and come back the next game and win, and that shit is just like, oh well, fuck it. Niggas lose in the NFL by 20, 21, 30. They ask you what happened. Do coaches need to be fired?
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like that shit. That's why I feel like the NFL puts out a more quality product from year to year, just based on.
See, that's the whole thing. I kind of beg to differ, because if a team goes on a 10-game losing streak, if a team continuously loses in the NBA, coaches do get fired every day. I guarantee before fucking trade deadline, at least 2 coaches are going to be fired in the NBA this season. Coaches do get fired now. Let's not just think that niggas could just go ahead and just lose all these games and repercussions ain't for losing these games. Like, niggas get fired, bro.
Yeah, no, I agree, but my thing is like, just like niggas get fired for losing, niggas get fired for winning. Black went to the finals and got fired. Yeah. Midway point, halfway through the next season.
That's politics, dude. That's how you got fired.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
that's what it was. I mean,
NFL. Marvin Lewis done went to the playoffs and lost every year and still got a job.
But
he should be fired. I give you that.
What's so crazy is, just like I said before about blaming Black being fired, it's still politics, bro. it's still politics. If you still got a stadium
It's on who
that fill up, if you still got a stadium that fill up from game to game, y'all teams get to the playoffs. You get that little spike, that little playoff spike. You see what I'm saying? Win or lose, you get the little playoff spike, and then you do it again, and you do it again, and you do it again. Like at the end of the day, Cincinnati. When was the last time Cincinnati was like a good team to the point where you felt like, oh, they could get to the Super Bowl?
The year Carson Palmer got hurt.
When they had my nigga Chad and shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while.
That's a long ass time ago.
It'd be years where I feel like they was gonna make strides and make that turn. They never made
it. They didn't.
But
they just kept coming up short.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the NBA, so I just don't like how the league move. Everybody want to team up now. Coaches getting fired for niggas wanting to go here and go there. They fired Dwayne Casey. This nigga was coach of the year, and Bron left the fucking same year. Bron leaves out of conference. Like, keep the nigga for a year. It's not like he was losing. You know what I mean?
But that was on that. That's just how that. But this politics. That's how they felt.
It's not like these niggas was losing.
That's how niggas felt. I guess
one and done every year. Like, y'all losing to LeBron. That's like losing to Tom Brady every year.
Yeah, but them niggas did made wholesale changes though. But they got swept by LeBron this year, and they made wholesale changes. And the reason why I kind of think that, on the fire side, because let's be 100. That was nigga, if it was any time to beat the Cavs, nigga, with LeBron on the team, last year was the year, bro. That was the year to do it.
Man, I told niggas at the beginning of the playoffs, bad as the Cavs look, it all boils down to them niggas have LeBron James. Nobody else in the East do.
Yeah, and then you're right. But see, in certain cases, in his little runs with the Heat and with the Cavs earlier, you had other players who contribute to LeBron dominance of the conference. You feel what I'm saying? That year, this year, past year, for real, you ain't really see that like that. Not to say that it couldn't happen because it did. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just thinking as a GM for the Toronto Raptors, they're the number 1 seed. You feel me? They feel like shit. This the year. You know what I'm saying? Kevin Love ain't really there. This the year, bruh. They get swept. They don't win a game. If Dwayne Casey would have won at least one game, I think he would have kept his job. He got swept.
I would have waited. I'd have been like, let me see what.
Because Dwayne Casey got Detroit looking good. Detroit gonna be all right when it comes to the playoffs.
It wasn't a foregone conclusion that Brown was staying. Yeah, them niggas look good.
Yeah, Blake Griffin out here balling, nigga.
That nigga averaging like 20 and 16 or 20 and 12 or something crazy. That nigga had a 50-point game, like 50 and 16 earlier.
That nigga had another 40-point game.
That nigga been balling his ass off.
Yeah, he hit the three. He like a point forward. Like this nigga Blake Griffin, like wait there, put it together. While this nigga Dwight Howard fucking with niggas, man.
Yeah,
shit's crazy.
Turned it up a notch.
Shit's crazy, man.
They did out that nigga like
that shit fucked up, man. Dwight Howard, what? See, that's what I'm saying. What happened to that nigga, man? I don't even want to even get into this
Blake
too long.
Averaging 25 and 10.
Yeah, like that nigga Blake Griffin doing all right. Then you still got Drummond over there. You feel me? Like they got a good team over there, man. Like
that's what Detroit. Sometimes you just gotta wait.
Yeah, Yeah, but I mean, shit. I mean, Toronto ain't tripping.
I feel like they upgraded with getting Kawhi though.
Yeah, they ain't tripping.
But I feel like they traded the wrong nigga. They should have traded Lowry instead of DeRozan.
Yeah, I feel like that too. But hey, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
For real, there's politics in that too, because it's like shit. The Spurs, I don't think the Spurs wouldn't need no motherfucking Kyle Lowry. They already got the boy that went down with the leg, that went down with the injury. Murray though, that played for the Spurs. I'll keep him I'll try to get him as a start point guard before I get Kyle Lowry there. Kyle Lowry alright. But it's like
I feel like if you plug him in the Spurs system, he'll be alright. Pop get that extra whatever that he ain't no other coach getting out of niggas.
And he gonna find what you're good at.
Yeah, Laurie, like I ain't gonna lie, Laurie, that nigga got that contract and then that nigga pulled a Joe Hayden. Like that nigga got the money. He did just enough to stay relevant, but then when clutch time come, a nigga disappear.
You know, we should just keep it real, pulling the John Wall.
John Wall still show up, he just nigga just they ain't got the right mesh over there.
They're gonna have to do something, man.
Coach shitty.
Coach about to be gone.
Get along like
Coach about to be gone, bro.
That's them niggas.
I think they're gonna end up keeping John Wall. They might end up trading Bradley Beal when it's all said and done. I don't know.
Beal going to LA can play with Brown. Them niggas need a shooter over there in LA.
Yeah, no shooting in LA. They get that paint. They're like, they get to that paint though, but it's just something about the fucking Magic and shit, bro. Now, I was watching that game on Sunday. It's something about the Magic. I don't know that nigga Vucevic, nigga.
Hey man, I just noticed that y'all. It's a sports show. Y'all bypassed that Dwight Howard shit.
Cause I ain't about to get into that gay shit.
Right.
I ain't even into it. I just, you feel me? Cause they, you feel me? They around the same. You feel me? Like the White House was trying. Like when he was with Orlando, he was trying. When he was with the Lakers, he was with Kobe. Niggas still thinking he quote unquote Superman. All this shit. And then all of a sudden, it's like he went to Houston and it's over with. After he left Houston, it was a wrap. Really, he just going through the motions.
Getting paid.
Yeah, pretty much. Since he got out of Houston, nigga, it has been a wrap for Dwight Howard. It's a wrap. As soon as Dwight Howard was talking about I need to start shooting threes, nigga, I'm like, nigga, it's a wrap for you, bro. Because the way your body is set up, that is not what you do, bro. You was not that. He ain't never had a good handle on the ball. So why the fuck don't you get no post moves instead of now I want to shoot threes? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas like Blake Griffin, he was a hot flyer in college and shit. You see what I'm saying? The Dwight Howard, you supposed to, nigga, you was basically getting the ball and oops, dunking it in or turning around, dunking. You wasn't doing shit.
Thing, like, he ain't never really developed. That nigga was just, I watched a nigga from the AAU circuit to the league. He was just big as fuck.
Yeah, that's it.
Like, you know what I mean? Nigga, develop a post move or two. That niggas probably would have wanted to come play with him. You know what I mean? Because they had the perfect situation.
Once somebody figure out that he ain't got no post game, that's what you force him to do.
But that's my thing. He had the perfect situation in Orlando. Like the year they beat the Cavs, he had a perfect situation.
He had a team full of shooters.
Jameer Nelson was a good point guard. He had stretch nigga. They had Turkaloo, Rashard Lewis,
and motherfucking Petrus. And
they had a
lot of niggas.
All the niggas was 6'7", 6'8" on the front line. After Jameer Nelson. Everybody could shoot that bitch. They could defend. They had length. You in the post. Setting screens, catching lobs, rim running, getting offensive rebounds, spacing the floor. They never, nigga, you ain't never developed your game to make nobody want to build around you.
Yeah.
So now you just, nigga, got that one finals appearance where you got the fuck beat out of you by Kobe.
If he hit a man.
Nah, see, when he just said that, just got me like, damn, that's why niggas don't want to talk about this nigga. Like, fuck that nigga, bro. You gotta talk about active niggas in the NBA actively that's getting a check, that's actually getting points, getting buckets. You feel me? That's actually like, oh, they're having a good season this year. Like Dwight Howard is in the news. It ain't off no basketball shit.
And my thing
when the
is,
last time he been in the news on some basketball shit?
Yeah, I think he had a crazy game at one point this year. Like, one, though. Like, it wasn't, no.
What, like a 20-20, some shit like that?
No, I think he had like a 30 or 40-point game sometime this year.
I didn't want to look that up.
Well, that's my thing, like...
Low-key don't even look that up. You think about it.
That nigga averaging almost a double-double, 12 and 9. Which is serviceable because the big man is kind of extinct in the league now. But when you got
shit, what's Embiid's numbers? What's Karl Anthony Towns numbers?
Them niggas ain't your typical.
Yeah, you're right. But that's where it's going to. You're right though. I feel like at the end of the day, Dwight Howard, if he had a little post move, something like that, he could like compete with these niggas. Like he ain't gonna get no 20 out there. He'll be like 18, 19. You see what I'm saying? Maybe 20. Depending on, you know what I'm saying? Like,
if he could learn how to play with his back to the hoop, he would probably be one of the most dominant players.
But it's probably too late for him.
Yeah, his shoulders was broad, but that nigga, he was so stiff, like he was out there like a robot.
But it's probably too late for him though.
Oh yeah, that shit is a wrap.
He just got released by Washington. It's a wrap. It's over. Who gonna pick him up? Because it ain't like he's stretching the floor. So who gonna pick him up in this NBA? I don't see a team doing it. And just on the flip side, somebody sent me some email talking about the Cavs gonna trade JR to the Sixers for the Markelle Fultz nigga and a first round pick.
Never.
That's an ugly trade.
That's definitely an ugly trade. I looked at that bitch like, ugh, like that's an ugly trade for both sides. And I kind of like Jimmy Butler with the Sixers, so I don't really want no. I mean, J.R. Smith will give you some shooting, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know about that one. Because and then especially with the Cavs, you got Markelle Fultz, you still got motherfucking, you still got Jordan Clarkson, and you got motherfucking the rookie, Colin Sexton. Yeah, so now you create another problem because you got 3 guards who pretty much the same. So who you gonna keep, who you gonna let go? And I ain't know that they got one of the Harrison twins over there with the Cavs and shit. He be playing little minutes and shit. Like
Which one?
Andrew Harrison. I think Andrew Harrison played for the Cavs now. I seen him last night. He was playing last night. He played like probably like 10 minutes and shit like that. I ain't know that nigga was on the team. Like, damn, I ain't know we got that nigga and shit. He wasn't really doing shit, but
I don't pay attention to the NBA, to the NFL, for real. So I don't know who where.
It is what it is. It's a couple good guys. That's be good guys.
It's gonna be good till after the All-Star game. Anyway.
So, all right, here's a question. NFL Thanksgiving Day games better or NBA Christmas Day games better? Which one?
The past few years, I'm gonna go with the NFL. This past few years, especially this year, them games been like, wait, official though. But these Christmas games though, I gotta see, because the last few years though, like last year Christmas game was kind of lit. I just don't like. It's like those later games be kind of like, it be too much. I feel like they shouldn't have no 10:30 game on Christmas. They should have, everything should just probably be over with at 10:30, 11. It should be over with at that time. You should have like a 12, 2 something, then a 5, then like maybe a 6 and an 8 or some shit like that.
If you got a big West Coast team, they you know what I mean,
yeah,
time
still,
zone
yeah.
So they fuck around and have a 9 o'clock in the morning game and shit, you know what I mean, where niggas like, fam, we ain't even got out of bed yet. We still eating our family, our Christmas breakfast or whatever the case may be.
Yeah, you right about that though.
So you gotta, you know what I mean, granted we be lightweight tired because it be hard to stay up for some of them games. I ain't gonna front. But like, just outside of the NBA star power, the quality of the Christmas game, like, it'd be cool. Like I think the last good Christmas game was, to me, it was like the Cavs and the Warriors. And then it's really it for I don't really.
Like usually LeBron. See, that's the thing. LeBron's games on Christmas usually be alright games. I can't remember a time where LeBron played on Christmas and it was like a terrible game. Like, you see what I'm saying? Maybe if you want to go back to like when he played Miami the first year he was back here and shit. That was kind of like one of those games. It's just like, ugh, that's just ugly.
But that's one game. That's one game. Brian the only nigga that's making it. You know what I mean? Like then you got the like Harden against Westbrook type games. It'd be cool, but them bitches don't be shit. Then the later game, like when Melo was in New York, I guess.
Yeah, it's like it's like for real. I be wanting to see the teams that's like rolling though, going against teams that's rolling on Christmas on the NBA side.
But that's what, and that's the bad part.
Like Milwaukee definitely gonna have to play Christmas this year. Milwaukee gonna have to play Christmas. You gonna probably see Milwaukee. You gonna probably see Boston. You gonna probably see the Lakers. Probably see Golden State. Motherfucking cause shit, man, they got the Lakers versus Golden State on Christmas Day.
8 o'clock game.
That's the Lakers versus Golden State on Christmas Day.
8 o'clock game.
8 o'clock game.
Man, this should be
Philly and Boston 5:30. OKC and Houston 3 o'clock. Milwaukee, New York the midday game, and Portland and Utah the 10:30 game. Out of these 5 games, I'm gonna say 2 of them will be good.
That Knicks guy, I don't know. Knicks lightweight trending up. I don't think they really doing shit. They trending up. You said the Knicks about to get smacked. You can't stop. And then that nigga Giannis gonna do what he fucking want though. That nigga Giannis, boy.
The Knicks probably definitely gonna get their ass.
Yeah.
But they got the Alonzo Trier nigga in New York. He been balling. That nigga been balling.
Hell yeah.
Like,
I'm telling you, like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah,
Nick's been trending.
nigga,
Nick's been trending upwards,
he
bro.
what?
Yeah, absolutely.
No, absolutely
Okay.
not. But he been balling.
The Nick's is trending upward, bro.
So they might be able to compete. I don't think they're gonna be able to fuck with them. But
It ain't gonna fuck with them at all. It's gonna be competitive. That's all I'm saying. It's not just gonna be like this shit that's boring. Like it's gonna be competitive, bro.
I don't want to see like the Warriors gonna probably be on cruise control like April.
I mean, shit, they about to turn it up a little bit, man. Steph about to come back in a minute. So they about to try to get it back
That
on.
nigga got injured. He gonna be on cruise control too.
Yeah, that's what they did. They need Steph back up in there, get this shit back in order, man. Get this shit over with. Cause I think that shit kind of over with now.
That nigga the system, of course. They
Yeah,
need
that shit have died down. A little drama and shit that died down. But this shit about to be over with in a minute.
I'm trying to see if he gonna be healthy. If he gonna be healthy, I'm gonna fuck around and try to finesse me some tickets to the game. Take little DJ. He don't know yet. That was a surprise.
Let's hope we don't see this shit, man.
I doubt it.
Yeah, doubt it.
Yeah,
Cause that game coming up though, ain't it?
5th.
Yeah. I think he might play. Just to have him out there. He ain't been there in a couple weeks. Steph will go off. Cavs been a little bit more competitive, I guess.
Tolerable.
Yeah, way more tolerable. It wasn't tolerable at first. Like I was watching like a couple quarters at a time. It's just like damn. It's just like
Come on, nigga.
what these niggas doing. Like,
I don't know, man. I feel like living in the city, you get so much of a different outlook on Cleveland sports. Like, I would never knock a Cleveland fan for being loyal at all, because this is what niggas grew up on, this niggas was raised on. You know what I mean? Like, people say, I guess it's part of the city. I just don't fuck with it. But at some point, it's like, I feel like the fans deserve better.
Yeah, you definitely do.
You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the fans deserve better.
Yeah, they do though. But it's like, I don't know. It all depends on who is gonna give them that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was a one little, you know what I'm saying? Like 2016, that was the run.
I feel like that was a fluke though.
But that was a run though.
I got a question
It
for
still
you.
was a fluke, but it was a run for Cleveland sports minus the Browns that year.
No,
Indians
right.
did all right.
Yeah.
You got the little soccer, you got the little hockey team. They done won the joints. Yeah, just like it was like we're all right though.
Steve A had the belt for
That was the
UFC.
Illuminati.
Yeah.
That was the Illuminati. They set that up so Donald Trump could be president.
I
And
said
that's
that
when
at the beginning
that was
of
a
the
diversion. Everything was a diversion to make us let them slide that past us.
Man, that's fucked up. And
I
see,
feel
that's
like
why,
they did it
and that's
to
why
have
it's
a round
hard,
and
and that's
see
why,
how-
and that statement right there he made is why it's hard to be a fucking Cleveland fan, bro.
Like, no, I feel like I said the shit
Yeah,
at the
bro.
beginning of the year when I found out that they passed the RNC to come to
Yes.
Cleveland. I said they gonna let the Cavs win the championship because the city can't be fucked up
Yeah.
and people be mean and shit having these rich white motherfuckers in here in our city. They had to give us a championship, the city to be upbeat, to be lively,
Something
to
to
look
calm
clean.
down.
You know what I mean?
Make it look better. Make it people feel like it's some hope.
That shit just be out, man. Fuck it though, man. I guess it was something when the nigga hit the nigga in the nuts and they got to arguing and shit. You knew something was going on. That nigga Draymond get together, man. You know some shit about to pop off.
My thing is, if the Browns ever win the fucking Super Bowl,
Oh, it's gonna be
I'm
crazy.
calling
It's
off of
going to
work.
war.
I'm calling off of work for the whole week.
It's going crazy.
I'm not
It's gonna
touching
get
down.
dangerous. It's gonna get dangerous.
If it was 1 million people for the Cavs parade, nigga, it's gonna be 15 million for the Browns.
People gonna be flying in,
Exactly.
driving in.
Oh, it's gonna be ridiculous. Niggas gonna be partying all the way. Niggas gonna be partying all the whole streets, all these streets, everywhere.
All of Cleveland. It's
Yeah,
gonna be a
Euclid, Superior, all them.
St. Clair,
Shut all
it's
them
going.
bitches down.
Yes.
The whole shit,
Yes.
the whole park, the whole city lit. I don't give a fuck if it was cold or not. The whole city gonna be lit. I guarantee that. The whole fucking city, the whole entire city, West Side, nigga,
Cleveland.
South Side.
For the
nigga.
Super Bowl, if they played the Super Bowl in Cleveland, the whole city of Cleveland would turn into a big tailgate party. Period. It'd turn into a big tailgate party.
I don't think they ever do that.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's all about that dome shit. They get a dome, then who knows?
Our city just ain't big enough. Cause remember they did it at New York that year when it was cold.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We
I
just
don't
ain't.
know.
We
They
don't
about to
got
have
that.
an All-Star game. They about to have an All-Star game here next year, so we gonna see for the for MLB for baseball the whole little week shit. You know what I'm
I'm
saying?
going to the home run derby. You don't fuck with that shit.
Yeah, and I think they're gonna have the All-Star game in 2022.
Yeah,
Cleveland.
at the Q. Yeah.
That's a man. Boy. I don't want to see it. I want to see it like as far as like for the city to look good, but that weekend I'm avoiding downtown.
After LeBron came back, they make the city look good with them little pictures they be showing. You know what I'm saying?
No, but like honestly, when you go downtown and you see some of that shit, it do look good.
It do look good.
But it's like, man, when that All-Star game gonna be, all these fucking, I ain't even about to get on that shit. All these hoes and clout chasing niggas and all.
Oh, it's going crazy. It's gonna be on a whole new level.
It's gonna be
a whole new level.
Whole new level. A level the niggas ain't never seen before, bro.
Ridiculous, man. Needs to be the same niggas asking me fucking to get a quarter for $50. Like, nigga, get on my face.
Damn, somebody just say on the post, they say, hell yeah, nigga, I ain't working. He saying no work that week. He said he coming, he said
yeah,
I'm
if the Brown right, if the
Canada.
Brown right, nigga, if the Browns at no work the whole week. If the Browns win the Super Bowl, I will give every Cleveland fan their peas because a Super Bowl, as much as niggas say Eli fluked the Super Bowl, you can't fluke the Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did that shit twice though.
One Super Bowl win is equivalent to, you have to play your best games or, you know, most complete games.
Yeah, he won twice.
You pretty much have to have your best season.
No, you don't gotta have your best season.
No,
you can squeak in on a Eli done won both them bitches, I think, as wild cards.
Twice though, man.
Wild card.
That's weird. For no, yeah.
You like your Flacco made his best run in the playoffs. You play your best 4 games or 3 games or however many games you gotta play. You know what I mean? It's that you can't fluke that up.
Right.
You know what I mean? Finals NBA, you kind of fluke that shit up depending on the matchups, depending on how close. But a Super Bowl, a World Series, all that, I don't think you can really fluke up that, especially baseball.
About 7 games and shit. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't really get like into it on the basketball side as far as who I think go really take it there and shit like that. Like if it's some early struggles, I'll be like, cause I really watch the shit. Like that's what I really watch basketball. Like I be really trying to watch as many games or try to catch up on as many shit as I can, even if I ain't, you know what I'm saying? If I am working, I still try to keep in tune with the shit with the association, see what's going on.
Yeah, the basketball early season struggles be so minor because they can make trades.
Yeah,
they can get rid of coaches. They can
people
do a
come
whole.
back
It's a lot of different
with
shit.
Come back with a new little scheme that they ain't hip to.
Right, we gonna see. That's what I'm saying. What's Christmas come is going.
Nigga be done developed because you say Blake Griffin looking good.
But in basketball, it's so much easier to hide and cover flaws. It's only 5 people, really 7. Like teams like Golden State carry themselves 8, 9 deep, 10 deep when they was winning. Then they got Durant, so they really went like 7, 8 deep. You know what I mean? Like the average team rotation only is like 7 niggas.
Yeah. So,
hey man, real. Hold on. Pause. Real talk, man. Is this shit like that though? You hear what niggas saying, but is that shit just like that though?
You got Durant, so they really went like 7, 8 deep.
You feel me? Like, is it just paused like that though?
No, you know the feed like it be different.
No, but that shit like wait just on the pause side, like the way this feed look, I ain't gonna fake.
Yeah,
like if you look at this shit,
just pause.
Just look at this shit. He should have said what he said. He was talking that Illuminati shit. Look at this shit. Look at how I look.
Oh, right.
Like you feel what I'm saying? He hold the 6 in his head and shit. Man, come on, bro. This shit is beyond me. What is this thing, man?
And they shut us down because I said the Illuminati.
They ain't shut us down. We still recording.
I mean, we still recording. They just want to cut the feed.
That shit crazy. This nigga tripping, man. Because it what, man? They worked hard for that. Kyrie worked hard for that. Nigga, Kevin Love got 16 rebounds. What was that? Kevin Love did his little thing for that shit.
When niggas gonna stop trashing Kyrie is the question, man.
Richard Jefferson, nigga got it. When you said what happened?
Why niggas still trashing my nigga Kyrie, man?
I mean, trashing him on what level? Like,
It just in general.
I mean, to be
Like
honest
that-
with you, I'll put it to you like this, bro.
It's even the media now, like not even
Yeah,
just
now it's the
Cleveland,
media.
you know
But
what I
see,
mean?
now it's the media because it's like, at this point, I'm going to tell you this, right? Like, and Spitter, you know what I'm saying? That's his team. We rock with Boston, right? But I'm telling you, as soon as that nigga Brian said I'm going to LA, everything just switched to the point to where now all the expectation is on Boston. You see what I'm saying? And it's high expectation on Boston. Boston got the most complete team. Boston got all the pieces. You see what I'm saying? So for them, they needed to have a little fast start. They ain't really having a fast start. Kyrie a little bit more frustrated than usual because of the way they trying to figure everything out. You're trying to get Gordon Hayward back acclimated. He ain't really 100%. You kind of taking minutes from Jason Tatum when Jason Tatum needed the minutes, man. And you're going to have to do something with Rozier when it's all said and done. You ain't going to be able to have Rozier and Marcus Smart on the bench. You see what I'm saying?
Why I say you don't got to do nothing with Tatum in the minutes. I feel like that injury last year to Hayward
Yeah.
made them niggas mature more faster than they would have had to.
Right.
They would have probably walked Tatum and walked Brown through the season, you know what I mean, eased them into a little bit. Just like, all right, our second best player down, now we need y'all niggas to step up immediately. And for Tatum, it was good. For Brown, not so much. You know what I mean? Like, Brown to come in, he defend, he a high flyer. He contribute, you know, on a certain level, but he gonna be the odd man out if it come down to who getting paid.
Oh, yeah, most definitely.
You know what I mean? So, even then, like, who's to say they won't? As much as Terry showed his ass in the playoffs last year, if Kyrie get to talking too crazy or too foxy on the price, who's to say Ainge won't be like, hey, my nigga, you could bounce, nigga. We got Terry. Terry ain't Kyrie, but if you could sign a nigga for a little bit of a hometown discount and still get some.
At the end of the day, if a situation pans out to where Boston don't end up in the NBA Finals, that very much would be what's going to end up happening. Kyrie end up just walking, and that's what they'll end up doing. You see what I'm saying? Like,
my thing is, where does he go if he do walk? And he ain't gonna. I don't feel like he gonna walk into a situation better than Boston's.
but see, that's the thing about Kyrie, man. Kyrie is very clear that he don't really care about the situation. He gonna ball regardless. He just want to be able to do him. He want to be able to do him, man. He want to be able to do him, and his teams be competitive. That's what he want to do. I think he feel like, you put somebody else next to me, we can get a championship. I think that's his mentality. You see what I'm saying? I think if you put him next to a Porzingis and you throw somebody else over there, the Knicks might do something.
No, I do agree with that.
You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Like, you never know. Like, the way these niggas teaming up, you never know how that shit could happen. Like, it was talked about before the Cavs even traded Kyrie, that they was going to try to get Butler because Butler wanted to play with Kyrie. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, you know, niggas be wanting to team up. That's just the way niggas doing it. That's just the way they doing it.
Brian threw a like he got niggas at that championship, but he threw a monkey wrench in the game.
Oh, hell yeah, he definitely did.
Kyle was like, nigga, I don't want this nigga here. We don't need this nigga. And then when I found out that he had Channing Frye, Gordon Hayward, and I think possibly Al Horford agreeing to come to Cleveland, I really understood the nigga frustration after that. Like, that shit had ended up coming out, I think, the year after the final, which was it last year? I think it was last year, this past summer.
Mm-hmm.
It had came out that nigga Gordon Hayward, Horford, and Channing Frye was all gonna come to Cleveland before Brian decided to, you know, come back and get the championship. So the nigga, I guess he was salty on some like, all right, we don't need you. I get you here, but we don't need you type shit. And that was the understanding that he had came up with the players and management. I don't think that would have been as good as Love, Brian, and Kyrie, but they would have been competitive and probably would have been able to make some strides. And we could have had the fucking coach.
That sounds like a second round.
Yeah,
And we could have got the coach, Stevens. That nigga, you know what I mean, instead of Ty Lue.
But yeah, Brad Stevens, see, even with that still sound like second round because you ain't looking, because I'm still thinking about this nigga health, this nigga Kyrie health. I'm still thinking about that too. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't like the Bull played. The last time the Bull played. When the last time the Bull played 80 games?
Never.
That's what I'm saying. Boy didn't even play 70. The year we went to the finals and won, that nigga came back in damn near December. He was injured.
Yeah, he came back mid-year.
Yeah, like, so it's like, shit, I can't really put no stock in that. I like the nigga, but niggas be shitting on him because I feel like at the end of the day, you gotta call it what it is. The nigga injured the majority of the time, so he got the championship on his back. He got the shot of all shots. Like, you ain't never gonna forget that shit about Kyrie. Never. But at this point, I don't know. They need to give him a little bit more time. I feel like what we was talking about earlier with Aaron Rodgers, this been like 5-6 years, right? He got enough time. I just seen enough. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
With Kyrie, give him like maybe a couple more years, like 2 more years. If this keep being the norm for Kyrie, then niggas can really get on Kyrie. Like he ain't they can do whatever they want.
But this is what? This is only his second year in Boston, right?
Yeah. Actually, his second season, but he played what? He played like half the year last year up there. He played 50 games.
Yeah, and he shut it down for the playoffs.
Yeah.
So, I mean, health is a big factor, but when you got certain shit like, man, I don't blame the nigga. I don't knock him. I want to see him fully healthy, like you said, with the squad that he chose to run with.
Yeah, just see what happened with the niggas. Like, but niggas really, I feel like niggas really hate the fact that at the end of the day, the Cavs lost one of their best players they ever had. When they traded Kyrie, that's one of the best players we ever had. I mean, we drafted Kyrie. Niggas like, who the fuck Kyrie? I'm like, oh, this young nigga from Duke. All right, let's see what's going on. This nigga gets the balling. Rookie of the year. Niggas love Kyrie in the city. You feel me? Niggas ain't want to see, nobody in the city want to see Kyrie go. For that's real. Like, any Cavs fan, you a fucking Cavs fan, you want to see Kyrie go to no other fucking team. You see what I'm saying?
That's why we gotta keep blaming Brian as much as the nigga gave us, he took from us too.
Yeah, I mean, Brian definitely been taking, bruh. Brian been taking since he came in the league, bruh. Like, you give him, you take him, that's just the part of having a superstar in the city, like, at this point. Like, Brian did what he did, bruh. It's over with, like, you know what I'm saying? It's over with. He probably gonna retire as a Laker or some shit. Who fucking knows what he gonna do?
I think he gonna come back to the Cavs and
but it's over with.
Sentimental shit.
But that's what I'm saying. But it's over with. Like we on the tail end. But all that's well and good. But we on the tail end of this nigga's career. LeBron fuck around played 20 fucking seasons, right? He might wait to see niggas talk about he gonna play till his son come in the league and shit. I don't necessarily think that's gonna happen, but that's what niggas saying. You see what I'm saying? So, if that happens, that's cool. But that's still like 4 years from now.
5 years, yeah.
That's still 4 or 5 years.
8th grade right now, so you got 4 years of high school.
Yeah, like, and then he got to play a year in college. That's what I'm saying.
I see it, but I don't see it.
I don't see it at all.
It's possible, but I don't see it.
He gonna be sitting on somebody's bench somewhere?
Don't let that nigga win. That nigga fuck around with a championship in LA.
He gonna win one in LA. They gonna make sure that nigga gets a championship in LA, man.
He's gonna get one. That's all he needs is one over there. That's it. He ain't gonna get one this year. Warriors better get that 3-peat, I guess. Fuck it.
Them niggas mentally exhausted. They ain't getting it either. I don't know who the fuck. I don't know who gonna get it.
Why?
I don't know who gonna get it.
6 though? Man, that's how you know this shit get crazy. You 6 side winning this championship? That's how you feel in November? Okay.
I ain't gonna lie, that nigga.
You don't see his face, so y'all can't put no words in it. They don't know
Kawhi
who said
look like
that.
a totally different animal though over there in Toronto than he did in San Diego. Not saying the nigga not good and he wasn't always a beast. That nigga look different now.
Yeah. But I mean, at the end of the day, you gotta get out the shadow of the OGs. He really got out the shadow of the OGs leaving San Antonio. You see what I'm saying? That's really what that was all about. Like once the OGs start leaving the Spurs, I feel like that this whole situation was different. You feel me? I feel like Kawhi just ain't want no parts of that. You know what I mean? I feel like Kawhi ain't want no parts of that. I feel like Kawhi feel like, damn, it's gotta be somebody else over there. It's all falling on Kawhi.
Yeah, because you
got the best coach.
It wasn't like y'all had no space in between your stars leaving. It ain't no spacing. They leaving back to back.
Yeah, I mean it is because the Father Time was undefeated, bro. But damn though, shit, all right, man. But shit.
Y'all think why could have could have put a team on his back?
You said who?
You don't think Kawhi could have put a team on his back?
I feel like at this point right now, we seeing him put a team on his back. I feel like we're going to see the results of this season with Toronto, because to be honest with you, especially to get through the East, it's going to be on his back. You see, it's going to be on Kawhi's back, bro. You know what I'm saying? He ain't playing back-to-backs. He's slowly but surely get back in there. Like I say, once Christmas hit, we're going to see what's going on. It's going to be serious. You know what I'm saying? Once Christmas hit, shit's serious.
I still feel like they got enough over there, though, for him, like, not to necessarily carry them niggas, but coast through there and come playoff day. You know what I mean? I don't think they'll be no lower than a 4 or 5 seed.
Toronto fuck around be 1 or 2. Toronto fuck around be 1 or 2 seed. They'll fuck around be 1 or 2 seeds. Either them or Milwaukee, though. How it's going to end up panning out. Probably only team, like, I see Boston could get, but see, that's the thing, Boston could get hot and just reel off like 15 in a row. Like, you can't sleep on Boston, though.
My thing is, whoever get Boston, whatever seed they is, I don't think they want Boston.
No, they got too many. You got too much. But see, that's the thing though. By the playoffs, everybody should be all right. Like Gordon Hayward should have his feet under them. They should be. You know what I'm saying? We gonna see. They should be decent. But see, that's like a whole year. Niggas gotta pop bottles. Niggas gotta talk about Happy New Year. Like it's a whole lot of things that gotta happen before we even see what's really gonna be with Boston though.
That's why the NBA is so fucking trash. Like I hate that shit.
It's cool, man.
That's like an album. The shit is like a whole bunch of fillers. The regular season is a bunch of fillers for the NBA. For the NFL, every game you can make something. 1 or 2, but every game for the most part means something.
Every game means something.
Yeah.
Even the game you lose to somebody you got to play again that season, it means something.
Or if you lose to a team and you see them in the playoffs, or you lose a game to that team, and then that the difference between
know what happened.
Like we was talking about earlier, Pittsburgh and New England. If they lose to New England, or if New England lose to Pittsburgh, they be like, damn, we could have had home field had we won that one game. Mm-hmm. In the NBA season, nigga, 1 or 2 games, you like, man, that shit don't mean shit. As long as we peak at the right time towards the end of the year, because you're gonna get 2 or 3 like home court advantages is cool in the league. That shit don't mean shit because you still got games that you coming home and pick up momentum.
Yeah. I was hot on them.
The Cavs won the championship, nigga, because they had momentum. That home court advantage shit didn't matter for the Warriors because the momentum had shifted already.
Yeah, that's a fact.
You know what I mean?
That's a fact, man. Shout out to them. Shout out to those Cavs, man. Ain't them no more. Shout out to them niggas.
Like that momentum, man. That shit. I don't know. I hope they consider that shit though. Like 45, 50 games, top 16 teams.
Yeah, that would be a little bit more in your face. If you start on Christmas though, got start.
Yeah, start like yeah.
Okay, forget like the Christmas Day games, man.
Hey, Christmas coming up shortly, so
lit, man. They do be lit though. Like Christmas Day games do be lit though. Like you can't really take. It's been a lot of good Christmas Day matchups, bro, in the NBA's history, bro. I'm talking about history though. Yeah. Like even like back in the early 2000s and the 90s, it's been great Christmas games like that.
Brian and T Mac was going back and forth.
The whole tradition of Christmas games is just a tradition, like Thanksgiving is a tradition for the football. That shit just tradition, bro.
Lakers and Celtics and shit.
Shit tradition, man. Tradition now. You hear me?
I hope they pick it up. Cause I don't want to keep seeing James Harden and Russell Westbrook. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like,
I'm tired of them putting them 2 niggas against each other, man, for what, bro?
I'm tired of seeing Russell Westbrook, period. Like, that nigga is good, but damn, man, like, I feel like they need to save niggas, like, let some of them niggas be out of the radar so they can kind of save their image. Because the more they put them niggas on TV, the more the media be like, all right, Russell Westbrook good, he get his numbers, but he don't make niggas better. And the more you see it, the more that shit, you start to realize it.
Yeah, I mean, but your boy James Harden don't make nobody better neither.
He done got to the, out of them 3, Russell Westbrook the only nigga that ain't been to a conference final on his own.
Yeah, he gotta get that. He do gotta get that now. You got me on that. They
both been twice. Durant been twice. Harden been twice. Russ ain't got out the first round.
Twice? He went there one time.
He went there they went against Golden State 2 years.
One time. They ain't go there twice. They went there one time.
Harden went twice.
Harden did not go. Oh yeah, the second time last year.
Yeah.
Dang, he did. He had Chris Paul and all them niggas there.
Like, he went without him the first year.
Yeah, that was.
You know what I mean? Like, so it's just like
they was up. Wasn't the series before that? Wasn't the Clippers up some
3-1.
dumb shit like 2-1, 3-1,
3-1,
and fucking lost a 3-1 lead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Man, that is beyond me, bro. I think that did Chris Paul got injured. I think that Chris Paul was out though. Did he get injured at Spurs series before that?
Yeah, he had pulled a hamstring or something. And he wasn't the same. Like, he had played, but he wasn't the same.
Yeah, he tried to play.
But like that, I want this nigga Russ to do good, but I just don't think he got it in him.
We'll see, man. Hopefully this be good for my boy, man. I said, because I remember earlier I was talking about the Thunder were going to be the second seed in the West. I think they could still be winning the West.
That's a stretch.
But right now they third, man. They only a half a game. I like from 2 to 8. That shit is like separated by a couple games, 2-3 games. So it's gonna be interesting, man. But like I said, it's still early. Still ain't we just Thanksgiving just got over with. Everybody just got rid of that. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
I
You
hope
might
you do your
still have some
leftovers out. I hope you do your leftovers out. It's going on.
Yeah, man. If you still got them leftovers on Tuesday, boy, y'all cook hella food. Ain't nobody take no plates.
I got a square macaroni left. I'm about to go bang that shit.
Ain't nobody take no plates. You got like a whole thing. Like how the fuck who taking plates? I know somebody took plates.
No, I don't allow plates to leave my house. I just cook enough food to everybody to eat at the crib. No to-go plates. No, none of that.
I feel that no to-go place. Eat that shit while you
eat
here.
and drink much as you want to while you here. Nothing leaving the house.
Yeah, because people be getting out of control with the to-go plates.
Yeah. Place be like they had a bag in one of them little bags, not with the tour, one of them little bags right there. Like, good looking, man. I'll holler at you, man.
Right.
See,
Like, that nigga fed for a whole week.
With all your food.
That nigga ain't spending no money. That nigga
Yeah,
holler at the
good
week,
for
man.
the
That
next
nigga
3-4 days,
instead
right?
of buying that quick or that eighth, that nigga buy that half. He like, sure, let me get a half. He saving money on food for a whole week.
I make sure Thanksgiving stuff be packed up and ready to go. Whatever is left over by trash day.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Whatever is left over got to go by trash day.
Yeah, my trash day Monday, so that shit gotta go quick.
Mine was on Wednesday, so today the kids want to take that shit out for the trash.
So shit,
Pull the can out so they can get
so
picked
I
up.
think we pretty much covered everything for the same show and shit, bro.
Yeah.
No, we got the Wilder fight coming up. What you gonna do with Fury?
Man, these boxing motherfuckers is
He a heavyweight too, so I mean, I know you like, you know, your definition of boxing is like beat a nigga ass till he die type shit. But like, I feel like one of them niggas, and I ain't gonna lie, Fury's slow as fuck, so I feel like he just gonna get his ass knocked out.
wow, the little long motherfucker. He be throwing them long.
Slow ass punches. The white, like he like, not Irish. What's the other one? Like Australian or some shit.
Yeah, somehow.
I don't like to be racist and like mix them niggas up.
Listen, I'm about to smack him easy. It's about to be a nice little 3-4 round or some shit like that, I think. I don't think we'll be on for a long fight.
That shit this weekend, so I just
These heavyweights,
That shit ain't gonna be a long fight.
it's kind of hard to determine because
It ain't gonna be a long fight, bro.
it ain't like they got the gas.
them niggas never, ever got, if one go past the 8th round, I'm surprised, like a heavyweight fighter.
Yeah, them fights be like 5-6. You feel me?
Yeah, at the max. Them niggas run out of gas and one nigga just get hit too hard. They're like, alright, bro, you don't got it.
I quit.
You gotta call this shit off.
I'm telling you, that's how this shit about to be. Little 4 round. Why I'm about to get a
Yeah,
little 4 round?
that's why boxing been these.
Little 4 round,
So
man. That's how I feel
niggas be
about
quitting.
that.
In the middle, I quit.
Hey,
You a boxer, dude. What you mean you quit? The rules to boxing is go out there and try to knock somebody out.
until your ass get hit with that one punch and you dead.
Yeah, and on the flip side, y'all, we apologize for the past 30 minutes, 40 minutes.
But
You feel
y'all
me?
can watch.
Y'all hearing what's going on, y'all hear the dialogue, but shit been like where froze for about 40 fucking minutes. People still in here. Still got like 5 people in here, 3, 4 people in here and shit. You feel me? You see how it went down, like as I was saying it. You see what I'm saying? But still, the shit crazy, man. That's why I'm like, shit, that's why I just was saying, did we cover everything? 'Cause we might have to end this one. This one might be having to be a wrap.
We got everything knocked out. Basketball, football.
Yeah, man. We gonna holler at y'all next week. We gonna keep,
Hey, man,
we gonna
you
keep
know
working
how
on
we
this
do.
shit, man. We in the motherfucking post. You
We
feel
ain't
me?
got no outro. We just cut this shit off.
This shit crazy. That shit, I'm thinking like, is it gonna